What's up, every nickel? Welcome to the stream. Yahoo! Oh, BGM. Welcome to the stream, everyone. This is your hacker nickel wife Cyan. Hello. Aloha. I'm later than normal. I'm super excited and nervous. Because we're playing Rust today, finally. The reason why we're doing it is because everybody tells me to learn Rust. And I was like, okay, sure, I'll do it. Everybody says it's a good language, and I freaking know nothing about it. Absolutely nothing. The official site recommend using this book, this Rust programming language book, available on their official language website. So my plan today is just walk through the book, do some coding if I can. First, let me try to make sure the Rust I can actually run a hello world or something. And just gonna be chill. And when learning about Rust, we can brag to people we use Rust. We are freaking crabs. The little crab is absolutely adorable, the mascot for this language. How long is the book? I don't even know. Look at it, it's a very long book. I don't plan to finish all in this stream. Looks, at the end, it wants to build a multi-threaded server. I don't think that's something I can do in a short time. I think we can work through basics like if and else and loops. Control flow, maybe to the point of ownership. I'm going to jump a little quicker if the basic part is like really basic. Rust endurance stream, no quit tier master. I might fall asleep in the stream. Master of Rust. Hope one day I can be one. I hope I don't quit. How is everybody doing? Is everybody's code running well? Welcome Tsue, welcome Warrior-san, welcome Badger. My favorite language is Rust. Really? Let's explore it. If I have questions, I'll depend on you guys. Sheldon, welcome! You guys' favorite language are all Rust. Is Rust a embedded system language? Like, oh my god, does it have pointers? I'm gonna be so scared if it has pointers, okay? You all, welcome! Hello! Did I give you the Christmas gift for participating in the Untitled Cyan? If not, add me on Discord, I'll send you again. Welcome, sensei! Welcome, Kato! Did I say welcome, Warrior-san? I did. Welcome, Warrior-san! Welcome, Mimia, 欢迎! Not to say I don't struggle with it whenever I use it, the borrow checker and figuring out lifetimes mystifies me frequently. What is that? What is a borrow checker and the lifetime? Rust is a language with lifetime. It might take me a lifetime to learn it. You guys are moving your old code to Rust? Why is Rust good? Like, as a complete beginner, I have no idea why Rust is good. Is it because it's 4 letters? So it's easier? Is it easier to write? Is it like super fast? 回放已经好了，应该可以回放了。Everything go well until smart pointers. This thing has pointers! Pointers is the most thing I struggle with. Like, when I met it in C++, I was like, I'm gonna use Python forever. Pointer is not my style. And Java too. Okay, now it's time to face my fear. I guess that's what it is. Oh my god. Now I'm scared. But I'm sure with you guys, we can do it. I know nothing about Rust. I only know that Pop OS will start using it. What is Pop OS? Is that a Linux distro? And welcome, Reza. Hello. Hello, Sideshow Freak. Hello, Eric. Rust ASMR time. Yes. Rust ASMR. Some sexy Rust is coming along. 晚上好，哈弗尼亚，欢迎。Booming H1324, hello, welcome. Asada Shino is a server of either cattle or ice cat. Saya start learning Rust, and while I'm learning Rust, give me some knowledge. Give me some words of wisdom. Rara. Is that Sword Art Online character? That sounds like so. I think Ice Cat likes to name his server as names of anime characters. I see. Oh my god. Apejoyo, welcome. There is some Spanish comments. Can I read all the comments? Everybody sounds so excited that I'm learning Rust today. I know, I'm excited too. Until the smart pointers. Just today I have started learning Rust. How convenient, really? Teach me. How to say teach me in Spanish? Teach me. Enséñame. Sieteo. How to do Rust. What? We are not allowed to use pointers in normal setting? Small pointers? Pointers aren't scary? You only use pointer in unsafe context? Okay, let's stay safe. It has some interesting abstractions to handle pointers. Really? I wanna see how it is done. Hey, reincarnate. I don't know. I have time, but I don't know how long I'll stream. I'll just see. Good thing I have 9 lives. That's enough for 9 languages. Rust is incredibly fast and performance efficient. Ooh. That's why the chips like them. Yeah. It has strong checkers in it to catch the arrows. Oh yeah. Is it a good thing to have arrows? Or is it a bad thing to have arrows? Memory efficient. Nice. Welcome, Uptom. Hello. Rust is compiled on a similar level to C and C++, but it doesn't require to do memory management, and it doesn't need garbage collection. It sounds very superior. Jesus, hello, welcome. Rust makes concurrency easy and protects you from stupid mistakes. It's like a good mama. I like this little crap now. It sounds like a good deal. Compiling Rust will take ages. Oh no. Good time to fish touch. You know, when like I run unit test, integration test, it takes ages, and I just pull out my smartphones. 你好，欢迎 Ellie. Welcome. Garbage collection is really A+. So does Rust has garbage collection? So Rust doesn't have garbage collection? It allows some kind of garbage collection. Everybody is talking so excitingly. I cannot catch the comments. There are so many of them. You should understand some kind of smart pointers first. Oh wow. Is it better Rust or Python to learn? I don't know. Is it possible to learn Rust without knowing languages? It depends on your use case, of course. But if somebody is completely beginner, I think Python will be better, would it? Okay, so many comments. I can't read each one of them. Everybody is so excited. Good morning, I've seen Nightfall. Welcome. It does not have garbage collection, but also does not need it. Ooh. It looks like it's very efficient, it's very quick, speedy, smart, and hand-holding me. It'll be hand-holding me, would it? Okay, let's see if I can write a hello world in it. How does this whole thing work? Okay, the Rust programming language by Steve Klapnik and Carl Nichols. Ooh, those are two cool people. Okay, so I'm using Rust 1.55 and later. What? It doesn't have null? Okay, this is even more exciting. So I'm reading this free book at the official website, and you can read it too in the comments. Oh, it's even built in Rust Up. But I don't have Rust Up yet. We gotta install it together, and if I have trouble, I'll try to solve it. Okay, full word. It wasn't always so clear, but Rust programming language is fundamentally about empowerment. Empowerment. Powerful. No matter what kind of code you are writing now, Rust empowers you to reach further. To program with confidence in a wider variety of domains than you did before. So what does it say? It's powerful and it can give you confidence in a lot of domains. So I guess it can do a lot of things. Does it mean that? Take for example, systems level work that deals with low-level details of memory management, data representation, and concurrency. Traditionally, this realm of programming is seen as arcane, accessible to only a select few who have devoted the necessary years learning to avoid its infamous pitfalls. So, it can make people like me to do system-level work? Maybe that's what it means. So one day I can be a true hacker with Rust? That sounds exciting. Rust breaks down these barriers by eliminating the old pitfalls and providing a friendly, polished set of tools to help you along the way. Ooh! They can deep down into lower level without taking the customary risk of crashes or security holes, and without having to learn the fine points of a fickle toolchain. The language is designed to guide you naturally towards reliable code that's efficient in terms of speed and memory usage. That's cool. That's cool. It sounds like you can do hacker stuff with Rust. I do stream on Twitch. Yes. Okay, I'll install Rust up. I believe later you'll tell me how to install it. The goal of Rust is to give high-level conveniences with low-level control. Ooh. Is it like using Python to write low-level code? It sounds like 8. Oh wow. Every programming language is like that. And this writer has a lot of confidence in the language. Keep Johnson, welcome! Yes, Rust has the best mascot of any language. I do agree with that. That crab is absolutely adorable. So we talk about how good it is in low-level system programming, but it can make CLI apps, web servers, and many kinds of code quite pleasant to write. You'll find some simple example later in the book. Okay, so its selling point is in the low level, but you can also write pleasant apps, servers, and other kinds of code. It allows you to build skills that transfer from one domain to another. You can learn Rust by writing a web app, then apply those same skills to target your Raspberry Pi. What? You can write Rust in Raspberry Pi? I want to get one. This book fully embraces the potential of Rust to empower its user. That's the keyword, empower. It's a friendly and approachable text intended to help you level up not just your knowledge of Rust, but also your reach and confidence as a programmer in general. So I'll be a confident programmer after this then. So dive in, get ready to learn, and welcome to the Rust community by Nicholas Masakis and Aaron Turang. Thank you people. Let's dive in. Introduction. Oi. Introduction. Welcome to the Rust programming language, an introductory book about Rust. The Rust programming language helps you write faster, more reliable software. Oh. With the balancing powerful technical capacity and a great developer experience, Rust gives you the option to control low-level details without all the hassle traditionally associated with such control. Okay. I would like to see how it tackles memory. I don't know if I'll reach that far today. Who Rust is for? It's for science. It's for many people for a variety of reasons. It's for teams of developers, because it's a productive tool for collaborating among large teams for developers, with varying levels of system programming knowledge. Low-level code is prone to have a variety of subtle bugs, which in most other languages can be caught only through extensive testing and careful code review by experienced developers. In Rust, the compiler plays a gatekeeper role by refusing to compile code with these elusive bugs. That's cool. It tells me the bug at the beginning. Even talks about concurrency bugs. That's even better. By working alongside the compiler, the team can spend their time focusing on the program's logic rather than chasing down the bugs. Its concurrency bugs are nasty, but it actually helps you find it in the compiler. Conveniente. Sí. I see crab language. Hello, Bernie! Welcome! Yes, this is the crab language introduction. Rust also brings contemporary developer tools to the system programming world. Cargo, the included dependency manager and build tool, makes adding, compiling, and managing dependency painless and consistent across the Rust ecosystem. Oh, dependency manager. Is it like... My brain is having a fart. Dependency manager. I've seen so many of them. Gem or Ruby? Pip for Python? Hello? Package manager? We'll see. What? You don't know that's a crab? Actually, I don't know if that's actually crab. It's like ocean. It's called ocean. It has a name other than crab. Rust mascot. It's a crab. The name is Ferris. It's the Ferris crab. It's Rustacean. Rustacean is the I don't know what's a Rustacean, but maybe Rust people call themselves Rustacean. It's a crab called a Ferris. Ferris wheel. Anyways, okay, we have Cargo, the dependency manager and build tool. We have Rust format, ensures a consistent coding style across developers. Does it check for the format? That's a nice thing. Where is the crab? Exactly. Hannibal feeder, first time here and already experiencing great things. Nice, thank you. Welcome to Youngsta. Hannibal. Crustacean. Based as always science. What's based? Okay, the Rust language server powers integrated development environment IDE. Okay, what IDE is integrated development environment? I didn't know that. I only know IDE. Okay, so it's a it has IDE integration for code completion and the inline error messages. Does it like code for me? That would be great. Okay, so Rust is for teams of developers because it checks for bugs and it makes low-level system programming much easier to be done by noobs like me. I guess that's what it is saying. Students. Rust is for students and those who are interested in learning about system concept. So it's in the realm of operating system. It's cool. And cool. Students. Yeah. Companies. Hundreds of companies, large and small, use Rust in production for a variety of tasks. Those tasks include command line tools, web services, DevOps tooling, embedded devices, audio and video analysis and transcoding, cryptocurrencies, bioinformatics, search engines, Internet of Things applications, machine learning, and major parts of the web. Firefox is written by Rust? Firefox is written by Rust? No way. I didn't know that. Oh, by the way, do you know the Firefox is actually not a Firefox, it's a red panda? That's what I heard from TikTok today. I don't know. I do not know. Firefox mostly written in C++ and JavaScript. Is Firefox written in Rust? Rust became the core language for some of the fundamental features of Firefox browser and Gecko engine. Rust is the most loved language among developers, seriously? Did it like sort of replace the C++ part in the Firefox? I did not know that. Rustaceans is someone who uses Rust. A Pythonista uses Python. So who are you, Birdie? Are you Rustaceans or Pythonista? Those names are so cute. English is so cute. A Mozilla employee created Rust in the first place. Really? Is it because that person is sick of C++? Mozilla developed Rust. Parts of Firefox are being changed to Rust. Ooh! Captain Katzy, welcome to Nelsta. The Rust compiler is my best friend and greatest enemy. I do remember getting bunch of syntax and all sorts of errors. I hope it does a better job than, I don't know, GCC in telling me where I have errors. Rust is like a meme in Linux circles. They're trying to rewrite everything in Rust. I did hear that. Did they try to write a kernel in Rust? Okay, where am I? Everybody's paying respect to Brody. Okay, open source developers. Rust is for people who want to build Rust programming language, community, developer tools, and libraries. We'd love to have you contribute to the Rust language. What? What? We can contribute to the Rust language? It's open source? Is Rust open source? It is an open source project developed originally at Mozilla Research. Rust/Rust. Empowering everyone to build reliable and efficient software. It's open source. Yeah, that's so cool. And there are 5,000 issues. Everybody can contribute to Rust. People who value speed and stability. Rust is for people who crave speed and stability in language. By speed, we mean the speed of programs that you can create with Rust, and the speed at which Rust lets you write them. So, two kinds of speed. How long does the program execute, and how long do you write them? The compiler checks ensure stability through feature additions and refactoring. This is in contrast to the brittle legacy code in languages without these checks, which developers are often afraid to modify. By striving for zero-cost abstraction, higher-level features that compile to lower-level code as fast as code written manually, Rust endeavors to make safe code be fast code as well. Thanks for a lot of people! Hey! Eliminate the trade-offs that programmers have to accept for decades by providing safety and productivity, speed, and ergonomics. Ergonomics, is that? What does it mean? It's like a chair. So it's like most suitable for human? A Rust chair. The security bugs in OpenSSL and sudo happen because of C memory management. Is that why people are rewriting things with Rust? Redux is an operating system completely writing in Rust. How many are there? 70% of the major security faults are memory management bugs. The languages that doesn't require manual memory management could reduce security issues by a lot. A lot. Yes. Okay, cool. Who is this book for? I have written code in another programming language check. It doesn't make assumption about which one. Nice. We have tried to make the material broadly accessible to those from all kinds of backgrounds. Okay, cool. So it's for somebody with some experience, but it doesn't need way too much. Okay. So we're reading it in sequence. There are two kinds of chapters, concept chapter and project chapters. Chapter 2 is a project chapter. We can do a project today. I think it's gonna be Hello World. Is it? Wait, no. Chapter 1 is how to install Rust, how to write a Hello World, how to use Cargo, Rust Package Manager, and Build Tool. Chapter 2 is hands-on introduction to the Rust language. Here we cover concepts at a high level, and later chapters will provide additional details. Oh, Chapter 4 has the Rust own system. Interesting. Chapter 5 discussed structs and methods. Chapter 6 cover enums, match, and if-let control flow construct. Ooh. Oh, structs, just like C++. In Chapter 7, you'll learn about Rust module system. Whoa, and about the privacy rules for organizing your code and its public application interface. Oh, API! API ですね。すごい。Chapter 8 discusses common collection data structures that the standard library provides, such as vectors, strings, and hash maps. Chapter 9 explores error handling philosophy and techniques. Ooh. Welcome! Hello, Hime-chan! Welcome, how are you? I was watching Minecraft before I went to sleep yesterday. That was nice. Glad you came back. Chapter 10 digs into generics, traits, and lifetimes, which give you the power to define code that applies to multiple types. Oh, generics. Chapter 11 is all about testing. Oh, it has testing. Of course it does. Chapter 12 build our own implementation of subset of a functionality from the grep command line. What? Let's search for... Oh, are we building... grep? Ourselves? Building our own tool? Oh, okay. Chapter 13 explores closures and iterators, features of Rust that come from functional programming languages. Everybody loves it. Everybody loves functional programming language. Chapter 14, we examine Cargo in more depth and talk about the best practice for sharing your libraries with others. Chapter 15 discuss about the smart pointers that the standard library provides and the traits that enable the functionality. Chapter 16, we walk through different models of concurrent programming and talk about how Rust helps you to programming multiple threads fearlessly. Fearlessly is multi-threaded programming. Chapter 17 looks at how Rust idioms compare to object-oriented programming language principle you might be familiar with. Chapter 18 is a reference on patterns and pattern matching, which are powerful ways of expressing idea throughout Rust programs. Wait, what is pattern matching? Is that coding parts? Chapter 19 contains a smorgasbord of advanced topics of interest, including unsafe Rust, macros, and more about lifetimes, traits, types, functions, and closures. Chapter 20, we complete a project which we implement a low-level multi-threaded web server. And finally, it has some informations. Looks like a really in-depth, like it covers a lot of topics. Is Rust an OOP language at all? Pattern matching is Rust's way to do switch case. It is, however, more powerful than switch case. Really? Really? Ooh, that sounds exciting. I do like switch case. An important part of the process of learning Rust is learning how to read the error messages the compiler displays. This will guide you towards working code. As such, we'll provide many examples that don't compile along with the error message the compiler will show you in each situation. Know that if you enter and run a random example, it might not compile. Make sure you read the surrounding text to see whether the example you're trying to run is mean to error. Various will help you distinguish code that isn't meant to work. Little Fairy the crab! So adorable! If it has a question mark, it means this code doesn't compile. And if it panics, the code panics. And what is this? Shrag? Is the code doesn't produce desired behavior. It creates art as error code what? It puts a little crab. I do remember some art. Some text art thing. In one of the pages. I don't know. We'll see. Rust is OOP without classes. It takes some minimal OOP approaches that are a bit more powerful than C, but less than C++. Similar to Golang if you know that. Oh, I would like to see how OOP is done here. Without the classes, how? Generics? Source code. The source code can be found in GitHub. Okay, copy and paste. Just kidding. Okay, hello world, let's go. Getting started. Is this chapter 1? This is chapter 1. Hey. We'll discuss how to install, how to write hello world, and use Cargo. Installation. The first step is to install Rust. We'll download Rust through Rust Up, a command line tool for managing Rust versions and associated tools. You need internet connection. Everybody with internet connection can do this. Install the latest version of Rust compiler. Okay. Rust stability guarantees ensures that all examples in the book can compile will continue to compile with newer Rust versions. Nice. It improves error messages warnings. Okay. So you should be back. Is this backward compatible or forward compatible? Backward is compatible. And command line with a $sign. Okay, let's install Rust Up on our terminal. curl portal https TLS 1.2. Okay. Oh shoot! I copied the $sign too. Naniこれ? We're trying to download the Rust compiler, right? Wait, no. We're trying to download the Rust app. And we can proceed with installation. It's downloading Cockle, Clippy, Rust Docs, Rust STD. Ooh! Let's wait until it's really installed. You'll also need a linker, which is a program that Rust uses to join its compiled output into one file. It is likely you already have one. If you get linker errors, you should install a C compiler, which will typically include a linker. A C compiler is also useful because some common Rust packages depend on C code and will need a C compiler. On Linux, we probably have GCC. Let's see. And you can update the latest version. I Hello World. I haven't got to Hello World yet, but I'm downloading Rust up. Rust is installed now. Great, yo, we installed the Rust. Hey. And do we run Rust up update? I think we need Okay, restart terminal. Rust up update. Nani? Did he just magically finish it? I guess. Hey, and I can uninstall too. Let me uninstall and quit the stream. It begins! Yay! And whoa. We can check for his version. Oh, 1.58.0. It is updated a week ago. Nice. I have installed Rust successfully. Yay! I was so nervous about it. Okay. And there's also documentation. Rust up. Fuck. What? I can open it. I can actually open it. 面白いね. Alright. Now you have installed Rust. Let's write your first Rust program. It's traditional when learning a new language to write a little program that prints "Hello World" to the screen. So let's do the same here. Creating a project repository. What? Project directory. Oh, I already have one. I have a Hello World with hello.rs, even though I realize it likes to use underscore instead of caramel case. Sorry. I'll use underscore from now on. Writing and running a Rust program. Okay. Hello.rs. RS for Rust. I feel bad. I shouldn't rename it. I should respect its spirit with the underscore nomination. Yo. 面白いね. Alright! Let's write it! Look at this giant font. I made it so easy for everyone. Okay, this is called function with 2 letters. So fancy. And main. And curly braces. What is the famous print line? Why is there exclamation mark? Huh? Exclamation mark? What does it even mean? Hello, worldo. Yeah. Oh, this is our favorite semicolon. Okay, this is our first program. Oh, it's a little too big. How about this? Now you can see it. Now you can see it. Boom. Now you can see it. Perfect. Green line is a Mako. I don't remember what a Mako is. I did heard of it. A family of features in Rust, declarative macros with macro rules and kinds of procedural macros. What is a macro in Rust? Allows meta-programming. Macro looks like functions, except their name ends with a band. It's a band? But instead of generating a function call, macros are expanded into source code that gets compiled with the rest of the program. So macro looks like a function and ends with a band. Every time you write a macro, you are like pulling out a spell, bang, and it works. It gets replaced by some article. It's just a shortcut so you don't have to write everything every time. Okay. Bang! It's a macro. Okay, let's compile it. Save the file. I think it does it for me. We have Rusty. It does. We do have Rusty. Okay. Hello.rs. No such file or directory. Cause it is in here. Okay. One more time. Oh, okay. I was like, why didn't it work? I was like, this should be Python, right? But no. This generates the executable file, and we have to execute it. It gives a hello, and here you go. Hello, Anya. Hey, happiness. First line of Rust. Achievement get to. Okay, I'm so excited over it. Congratulations! We have officially written a Rust program. That makes us a Rust programmer. Hey! Hello, word Christopher. Yay! Okay, so what does it do? What did I just wrote? Anatomy of a Rust program. So first, we define a function in Rust. The main function is a special function. It's always the first code that runs in every executable Rust program. First name declares a function named main, has no parameters, and returns nothing. If there were parameters, it would go inside parentheses. What do you put in main function as parameters? If it were that easy, I could pad my resume so much. Rust is only 4 letters. It doesn't pad much. You gotta have gold projects. Thank you, Jeff. That's 5. Just you see. Oh my. Okay, and we have the curly braces. This is really similar to C++. A standard style, we can use Rust format to format the code. basically just Rust format. So it formats for you. That's so sweet. Dang, I had the perfect code. Oh yeah. Inside the main function we have this macros. It brings the text to the screen, and there's 4 important details to notice. Rust style is to indent with 4 spaces, not a tab. Apparently we switch a tab to spaces. Hooray! And are you space or tab users? Hello Adam, welcome! Second print line, Ben calls a Rust macro. If it call the function instead, it will be just without the Ben. We'll discuss macros in chapter 19. For now, using a Ben means we are calling a macro instead of a normal function, and that macro don't always follow the same rules as functions. Oh, macros are famous in this language. Third, you'll see hello world string. That's right. First, we end the line with semicolon. Compiling and running are separate steps. Yes, yes. The macro syntax is so weird. I want to jump to chapter 19 and understand macros. Before running a Rust program, you must compile it using the Rust compiler by entering Rust compiler command. So C stands for compiler. I was like, what is this? So it's Rust compiler. This is the end of Cyan. On Linux, you can see the executable by looking at the ls. Exactly, I do think I'll see it. Executable is right here. It's this beautiful greenish color. With CMD on Windows, you will enter the following. What is this? Windows is weird. Why Windows? This shows the source code. Oh. It's the ls in Windows. I see. 欢迎。There's a file containing debug information with the .pdb extension. I do feel a little bit awkward after using Python for some time. Rust is an ahead-of-time compile language, meaning you can compile a program and give the executable to someone else. And they can run it even without Rust installed. If you give someone a RB, Py, or JS file, they need to have Ruby, Python, JavaScript. But in those languages, you only need one command to compile and run your program. Everything's a trade-off in language design. I see. So I can just throw this hello at you and everybody can say hello, and yeah. I do want to see what the arrow looks like. So let's intentionally make an arrow. Huh. It did find it. It even tells me to add this back. I love this compiler right now. It says closing delimiter probably meant for this. I like this check. I like it holds my hand. I make most stupid mistakes when coding. Yay! Just compiling with Rust C is fine for simple programs, but as your project grows, you want to manage all options and make it easy to share your code. Oh, now we have Cargo. Hello, Cargo. Cargo is Rust build system and package manager. Most Rustaceans use this tool to manage their Rust projects because Cargo handles a lot of tasks for you, such as building your code, downloading the libraries your code depends on, and building those libraries. We call these libraries that your code needs dependencies. Ooh. The simplest Rust programs, like the one we have written so far, don't have any dependencies. So if we had built the Hello World project with Cargo, you will only use the part of Cargo that handles building your code. As you write more complex Rust programs, you'll add dependencies, and if you start a project using Cargo, adding dependencies will be much easier to do. So let's see the Cargo version. (1.58.0). It's just like the Rust version. It's just like the Rust version. 娘娘，加不了会员有区域限制吗？应该没有吧 ？QAQ， 欢迎看。Cargo is the best. Okay. Does cargo means like a cart? No. Is it like a wagon? What is a cargo? I always want to understand the meaning of it. Oh, cargo is a ship. Cargo is not a wagon. Cargo is a ship. The ship that's stuck in that freaking Suez Canal. What is that? Suez Canal? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? The evergreen that's stuck in Egypt? Or where Suez Canal? That's the cargo. Cube, hello! Welcome! Long time no see! Why are you still up? What time is it in Russia? Are you the Cube? You're not supposed to be up at this time, but welcome! Thank you for super chat, Natsupa. It's 6 AM. Why are you still up? Or did you get up? Cargo ship. I think cargo means a ship with a lot of stuff, boxes on it. Okay. Oh, because it's a dependency tool. Those boxes are the dependency, and cargo carries them and manages them. Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, we have cargo. The vast majority of Rust projects use cargo, and the book assumes we use cargo. Creating a project with cargo. What? You can do that? Okay. Let's create a project with cargo. New. Hello. Cargo. Created binary application hello cargo package. Ooh, it's a directory. What do we have here? Cargo.tom. 何よあれ? Cargo.tom. It's package information. Hello cargo version added dependencies. Ooh, I feel like I've seen it. Git stuff. What? Initialize a git, and you just have our hello world. Nice. Wait, cargo is the things the ship carries? Oh. It's like a pepperoni pizza isn't a pizza. I mean, pepperoni pizza isn't pepperoni. Cargo is the pepperoni on the pizza. Okay. Makes sense now. Arigato. Like NPM. Cargo 是货。I bet my English is so broken. Okay. Pretend that didn't happen. Anyways, we have our hello cargo. Go to hello cargo and we'll see the cargo tomo file. Is it tomo? Tomo file, and the source directory was main.js in line. it has also initialized a new Git repository, which is nice. Git files won't be generated if you run cargo new within an existing Git repository. You can override this behavior by cargo new vcs git. I feel like this is gonna override stuff. Good night, thank you, Cuban. Nice sleep. Nice sleep. Don't wake up at 6 a.m. Oi. Wait, hold on. Don't sleep at 6 a.m. Sleep at 9 p.m. Be a good person. Cargo pizza. That'd be nice. Good night. The pizza is the vessel that delivers the pepperoni. Exactly. Now we understand cargo. English lesson. Tom's obvious minimum language. What a jerky name. This is like laughing at you. What the heck does Tom's obvious mean? A config file format for human. So it's a config file. But it's easy to read, maps unambiguously to a hash table, easy to parse. Anyways, I've never seen it. Now I see it. 9 p.m. is so early. If you have a hangover, you can't sleep at 9 p.m. YAML is yet another makeup language. I do know YAML, but I do not know it stands for yet another markup language. Tomo is like JSON and YAML. What? There are too many minimum language. Minimal language. Too many of them. So we have a heading indicates the following statements are configuring a package. And there are a bunch of information here. The next 3 lines, that the configuration cargo needs to compile a program, name, version, and addition. Addition is an year? Last 9 dependency is the start of a section to list any of your project dependencies. In Rust, packages of code are referred as crates. Nani wa crate? A bird? I do remember a bird that's like crate. Anyways, oh okay, it's a prison for ducks. It's like a box without a top, okay? English lessons. Oh, anyways, crates are put into cargo, okay? We don't need any other crates for this project, but we will in the first project in the chapter 2, okay? And we open the main code, we find out the hello world. Oh, crane. Crane is a bird, okay. Oh, wow. Cranes are beautiful. I like cranes. Anyways, thank you for correcting. I'm gonna write my own minimum language called Best Minimum Language Ever, BMLE. I'll write a CMLE, Cyan Minimal Language. Wait, what? Cyan minimum. So hard. Give up. Anyways, this is our program. Source file lives in the source directory. The top level directory is for readme files, lessons, configuration, and anything else not related to code. Oh, we can even convert a file to a project. Can we? Oh, yes, we can. Building and running a cargo project. Yay! What did I do? COML, Science Obvious Minimum Language. we should do that. It's like everybody should get a minimum, obvious minimum language. So with cargo build, what does it do? Oh! There's a cargo rack and something just popped up. This command creates an executable file in the target. Debug. Hello. Debug. Hello cargo. Oh, this is binary file. But why does it have so many dependencies? Examples? There's a white space. There's white space, which is a language entirely made of white space characters. Why does it exist? It's a philosophical language. Oh, that's some yabai. That was a very yabai language I just saw on the chat. I cannot read it. Oh, that's very yabai. You guys, you guys are bad. I'll just pretend I didn't see it. Cyan design. I should go to mechanical engineering. Okay, what is that? What? It takes such a long. I need to go to target folder. Debug. Hello world. The server is so slow. Hello cargo. And hello world. Yay. This file keeps track of the exact version of the dependency in your project. This log file. It's the version. Version equals to 3. Cargo manage it for me. Yay! Oh, I was like, I don't wanna find out this executable every time, and it just tells us we can do cargo wrong. It sounds like a good game name. Yay! It runs the project. Stop the loot joke. Stop the loot joke. Oh my god. 鱼苗他们在开黄色笑话，你不要附和。Okay, I'm just telling our non-English speaking people that you guys are rude. You guys are rude AF. Okay, just kidding. Move on. Notice that this time we didn't see the output indicating cargo is compiling. Cargo figured out that files hadn't changed, so just run the binary. Ah, smart tool. Cargo figured out. Okay, if you have modified your source code, it will compile it. It's so smart. Let's modify it. Why is it taking so long to connect? 没关系啦，他们开玩笑的，不用介意。Why is it so slow? Is it because my internet is bad now? move on though. Cargo also provides a command called cargo check. This command quickly checks your code to make sure it compiles but doesn't produce an executable. Cargo check. Oh. It's not connecting at all. Yes, it's buffering for some reason. It's not connecting to the server. Nande? It looks like the entire connection stopped. I cannot do anything. Do input or anything. Oh, it's good now. Good now. Okay, it's good now. Let's do cargo check. Okay, make sure the code compile. What? Oh, I was on the wrong shell. That shell didn't know I have cargo. I was panicking. I was like, where did cargo go? Hello? Konnichiwa. Is it running? Oh, it is. Unoptimized. Anyways, it's making sure it compiles. Okay. So you can write your code. You can continually check your work while writing code, using the check without producing an executable. That is cool. That's like something I will do. It's like continuously saving your work, pressing that Ctrl S, even though now it auto saves most of the time. Okay, so we learned cargo build by to build a project, cargo run to build and run a project, cargo check to build a project without producing a binary. And the binary is stored in the target file. Nice. What, we can build it for a release like now? The command is same no matter which operating system we are working on. So nice. Easy to tell others what to do. I can do cargo build release to compile it with optimizations and create an executable in the target release. The optimizations make my Rust code run faster, but turning them on lengthens the time it takes for the program to compile. So when it's the final program, it's gonna build a more optimized executable, but it's taking a long time to do. But at the end, we can do cargo build release. Hey! With simple projects, cargo doesn't provide a lot of value over just using Rust, but it will prove its worth as your program becomes more intricate. With complex projects composed of multiple crates, it's much easier to let cargo coordinate the build. Even though the Hello Cargo project is simple, it now uses much of the Rail tooling you are using the rest of your Rust career. In fact, to work on any existing projects, you can use the following commands to check out the code using Git. Change to project directory and view. Yay! Cyan is on a Linux server. But I'm streaming on Windows. And now we are ready to start a Rust journey. Then punch bunch of stuff, and we move on to chapter 2. Huh? What happened? Wait, hold on. Okay. Chapter 2 had the DNS problem. But it's fixed. Now let's program a guessing game. We'll learn about let, match, methods, associated functions, external crates, and more. Hey, I bet the external crate is the random function. Oh, Momoya, welcome! Thank you, thank you. Yep, internet. It's good now. It's good now. Hey. iOS 什么时候会发布呢？好问题啊。好问题啊。Okay. We are going to implement a basic beginner programming program. A guessing game. The program will generate a random integer between 1 and 100. It will then prompt the player to enter a guess. After a guess is entered, the program will indicate whether the guess is too low or too high. If the guess is correct, the game will print out a congratulatory message and exit. I remember this little cute game. So let's set it up. Toggle, new, guessing, game. Yeah, we have a guessing game. Change directory. We have the, what is it? Tom's obvious minimal language. Name version edition. And a skeleton of the code. If it's successful, it will say hello world. And now we can edit the file. Use the, oh, we can use IO. Okay, let's code it. So we use, just making sure it goes by line. So you use just like import standard library IO to get the numbers. So first, guess the number, print it. Why does it skip a line? Is there a format? Okay. Please input your guess. And this famous let. Mut. What is a mut? What is a mut? What is a mut? Guess equals to a string. We're initializing the guess. But what is a mute? Okay, now we are taking in standard input, read line, just like C, and what? We take the gas. What? Do we put the thing into the gas? I think we put the input into the gas, and then expect. Are we writing test case? Expect failed to realign. This is an arrow handling. So if the line cannot be read, if it doesn't expect, it will say fail to realign. Okay, this is. I don't know what I'm writing. What? And our final macro pin line. You guess this. Cat, welcome. Mutable. Oh. Mute lets you change to word later. Oh, that's cool. Is that dynamic typing thingy? So gas. And see my column. One arrow. let's try cargo check. Oh, so it does compile. If we do cargo run, what's gonna happen? This is Hello World. I'm so sad. It's not supposed to say Hello World. Doesn't it build an? Oh, it's coming. Oh, let's guess 12. Your guess is 12. Perfect. But how would I make it say you failed to read a line? How can I break this program? I want to break this program. How to fail read a line? I don't know. If you have an idea, tell me. It will be fun. Okay, let's see if my guesses of this meaning is right. So the standard library gives us the I/O, allows us to input numbers. That only happens if your OS breaks. Oh no, I don't want my OS to break. Loka, Akata. Okay, by default, Rust has a few items defining standard library. This set is called Prelude. This is like a story. If a type you want to use isn't in Prelude, you have to bring that type into code explicitly with a use statement. So we use statement to bring it. To bring the I/O. And we have the main function as the entry point. The function syntax declares a new function. It's PD. Not here. It's mutable? It is mutable. Ooh. By storing the variable, we are creating a initializing a string. Let. Why do we use let? We use let statement to create a variable. Let apples equals to 5. Variables are immutable by default. Oh, so if I let apple to equal to 5, then apple cannot be 6 later, right? Is that what it means? Making sure. Yeah. It is like that. We cannot reassign a value to a immutable. Type to see and how long it takes to run out of memory. Don't do that to our machine. Hey, okay. So we use a mute, so bananas can become bigger. Returning to the guessing game program, you now know that mute guess will introduce a mutable variable named guess. The equal sign equal tells us we want to bind something to the variable now. Okay? it returns a new instance of string. This is string column new. It's a standard library string type that's growable. And this, it looks like a 4 on a dice. This 4 syntax is the okay, just kidding. This, what do you call it? Associate? New is associated function of string type. Oh, okay, so it's strings new. An associated function is a function that's implemented on a type, in this case string. This new function creates a new empty string. You'll find the new function on many types because it's a common name for a function that makes a new value of some kind. Got it? So you can do integer new like that. It creates a mutable variable that's currently bound to a new empty instance of a string. Phew! If I disconnect, it'll break. Let me try. Okay, so if I run this again and disconnect, oh, it doesn't give the field. Well, okay, now we go to receiving user input. On the first line of the program, we have this, and we use this here. We use the stIn function, associated function, right? To read a line. Hello, Social62. I'm learning Rust, yay! We love this language. Teach us. What do you do with it? What is this? Oh, so it says if we don't put this, we gotta write this big chunk. It returns an instance of that, which is a type that represents a handle to the standard input for a terminal. Oink! Oink! And the readline calls the readline method on standard input handle to get the input from a user. We're also passing reference? Is this reference mute guess as an argument to the readline to tell it what string to store the user putting. So it puts the input into this guess variable. The string needs to be mutable, so the method can change the content. And oh, it is reference. Cyan, you did learn something. This and indicates that the argument is a reference, which gives you a way to let multiple parts of the code access one piece of data without needing to copy that data into memory multiple times. References are a complex feature, and one of Rust's major advantages is how safe and easy to use reference. You don't need to know a lot of those to finish this program. For now, all you need is that, like variables, references are immutable by default. References are immutable by default. Hence, you need to write and the mute guess. How do I read this? Reference mute guess rather than reference guess to make it mutable. So I write this magical mute. It will. Wait, what? References are immutable by default. So I write mute to make it immutable. Like that? Really? People really use this for blockchain OS. Why blockchain? It's GPU? Optimization stuff? It's a pleasure. Welcome! Ako Kyui. If you change something, it needs to be borrowed mutably. If you change something, it needs to be borrowed mutably. Oh, so we are going to change gas, so it's being borrowed mutably. Drink some water. Okay, I'll drink some water. Hydrate time, people. Cool. And here we have our error handling. Handling potential failure with the result type. We're still working on this line of code. Is this? So we divide this for it to be easier to read. Nice. I'm proud of my formatting skill. As mentioned earlier, readline puts whatever the user enters into a string we pass to it, but also returns a value. In this case, it returns IO result. Rust has a number of types named result in its standard library, a genetic result as well as specific versions for submodules. The result types are enumerations, often referred as enums, which can have a fixed set of possibilities known as variants. That's a lot of information. Result types are enumerations and have fixed sets of possibilities known as variants. Enums are often used with match, a conditional that makes it convenient to execute different code based on which variant an enum value is when the conditional is evaluated. Nani? Enumerations? The question mark operator goes hard. Oh god. Again. Here. What is an enum? Enumerators. Enums. Is it like the Python enumerator? You found a type by enumerating its possible variants. Is it just a fancy way to give to an array? What is that? Option? A value can either be either something or nothing. Is this Haskell? Is this Haskell? I remember Haskell has an optional. What? Then we'll look at how pattern matching in the match expression makes it easy to run different code for different values of an enum. Is this a programming language? Why do I not know anything about it? There's a list of possible answers? Thank you, Warrior-san, for super chat. Nice super. Arigato. Enum is like you can have something or nothing. Fancy array. It's a fancy array that can have nothing, huh? I've done a little bit of Haskell. I failed that freaking class in one semester and I took an easy version in the summer. I'm not good at functional languages. Haskell plus OCaml plus C++. What is OCaml? Industrial strength programming language supporting functional, imperative, and object-oriented styles. It looks so fancy. OCaml. Why do I never heard of it? It's released 26 years ago. Wow, I'm having a new brain today. Enum allows you to make your own types with predefined values in it. So you have something X or nothing. Something do this, nothing do nothing. Oh, it's like a fancy switch case. It's... Oh, combo! What is F sharp? What? There is an F sharp? Algebraic data type. Oh, yeah. Oh, so it does look like a fancy IPv4 and V6. I like how good these examples are. Route. Where's match? We'll read this later. That's so fancy. Oh, let's read it out. It's a generic type, right? Rust makes brain go burr. I just saw why I wish switch. Oh my god, I wanna know more about it. What? D sharp is the same? Is there a Cyan sharp? Result is an enum that either returns an error or OK. I do feel familiar in this. Some API call returns failed or OK thingy. Expect does that match statement for you but crashes it. It was it was not D sharp. What? Blows my mind. D sharp, it's C+++++. Let's see double Kusa. Anyways, going back. So it's talking about the result as enumerations, which is enum, and you can have fixed set of possibility known as variants. Enums are often used with a match, a conditional that makes it convenient to execute different code based on which variant and enum value is when conditional is evaluated. Now it makes sense. It's like an array and you can give it a bunch of code to execute with a match. Results variants are OK or error. The OK variant indicates the operation was successful, and inside OK is the successfully generated value. The error, OK is the operation successful. Inside OK is the value. Error means operation failed, and error contains information about the how and why operation failed. Oh, very cool. You just dig into it and know the details about the result. There are methods defined on the result type. The values of result type. The values of result type has methods defined on them. For example, IO result has an expect method. If this instance of result is an error value, expect will cause the program to crash and displays message. You pass as an argument to expect. If the real-line method returns an error, it will likely be the result of an error coming from the underlying operating system. If this instance of IO result is an OK value, expect will take the return value that OK is holding and return just the value to you so you can use it. Oh, so expect when when the result is an OK value, expect will just give you the OK value. But if the result is an error value, expect will crash the program and display the message. すごいね。すごいね。If you don't call, expect the program will compile, but you will get a warning. Unused result that must be used. This result may be an error variant, which should be handled. Oh, so it tells you to have to expect. Ooh, I didn't know that was a standard. Was it? Was it? I don't remember handling error for standard input when I did other languages. This is cool. Ah, people only use expect on tutorial because it's a bad practice to random crash. Okay. So what do people use to actually crash stuff? C to the force power. C to the force power. Yeah. The right way to suppress the warning is actually right arrow handling, but in our case, we just want to crash this program when a program occurs, so we can use expect. Ah, so this is not the only way to quote unquote handle error. I don't even know if people should be using expect because we don't want program to randomly crash. So how do we really write arrows? Ah, panic. Use. Ah, if it's is this the match? Is this the match expression? It looks so comfy. If it's okay, return the file. If it's arrow, panic, and return the arrow. This is so good. This is so good. It's visually pleasing. The crashings. Not at your work, no. Okay. So, I think printing with values, easy peasy. You just have the curly braces and put it here. And boom! Only when working as a QA. I wonder how life is like as a QA. Just keep ordering stuff from the bar. That is great. I agree. All of the arrow will trickle up to a single point in your program where you easily handle them. So we use the result to handle the arrows. Woohoo! Nice. Okay, the first part of the game, getting the input, is done. I cannot believe we still have this long way to go. Oh my god. Generate a secret number, which will be different every time. Does it have a seed? So standard library doesn't have a random number functionality. And we will be using a rand crate. Yay! I was guessing it right. So how do we... So we go to the dependencies. And we give a version to the crate. Everything that follows a header is part of the section that continues until another session starts. Oh, the number actually stands for anything above this number. That's cool. It considers the version to be the later version to be compatible with the current version. That would be so nice. Oh. Oh, it's below this. Below this major change. Without changing any of the code, let's build the project. Okay, let's build it. Let's get our friend. Did you get a run? It doesn't feel like get a run. It doesn't really compile. Wait, Rust has a random number generator now? We can try that later. May I see different version numbers? I don't feel it fetched though. At least it didn't show me if I should see. Is it because I have to use it? Anyways, maybe because I have to use it. Oh. When you build a project for the first time, Cargo configures out all the versions of the dependency that fits the hierarchy and then writes them to the Cargo log file. So if I check the log file, oh, so when we commit, do we commit the log file? I think it would be nice to do that. Do we? I don't think so. Wait, I don't remember seeing log files in this repository. Then do cargo update to update the crate, but it seems like the crate was never being used. Anyways, let's generate a random number and see. That secret number equals to random number in range 1 After saving the cargo file, well, I didn't. I feel like I've saved it. What? I didn't save it. I didn't save it. It was the problem. That's so shameful. That's so shameful. Terminal stopped working. Oh, it just. Anyways. Cargo build. Ah, it is doing something. It is doing something. That's violent, that's aggressive. Random. RNG defines the method the random number generator implement. And this trait must be in scope for us to use the method. What is a trait? It's a trait of rand. Wait, hold on. It's here. I'm not looking at the right line. This RNG random number generator defines the method that we are going to use. And this trait must be in scope for us to use. So we add 2 lines in the middle. 2 lines? Wait, what? We're printing the secret number? I don't think you're supposed to print it before people get it. Guess this is just our way of debugging. The secret number is... Secret number... And wait. Cargo run. Oh. 1. Wait, what? Where is my secret number? What happened? Use the variable. What? What? Yeah. Huh? I just used it below. Because I didn't save it? What? Really? I didn't save it. 够惨啦！ Having just completed a class in Python that had a really bad way of teaching, hated it. Don't hate Python. Python is good. Python is not cutie. These are like Haskell type classes. Type classes. Haskell. A sort of interface that defines some behavior. If a type is a part of type class, that means it supports and influences the behavior type class describes. I saw it automatically saves. Anyways, we have our secret number here. Very good. Very good. A number between 100 and 101 to 101. It contains the first number, but it doesn't contain the second number, just like Python. Each crate has documentation on what to use. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Another neat feature of Kako is running the Kako Doc Open. Ah, so their dependency documentation. Yeah. Oh, just making sure every time is a different number. Yeah, it is a different number. Hey, and comparing to guess the secret number, and this thing doesn't work. Lost. And this is the what? This doesn't look like the evals. It is the match. It is a match statement, guys. Sneap. What is a sneap? Okay, let's see what does the match do. You use match, yes, dot compare, reference, secret number, Files have a trait called write. Ren has a trait called RNG and STD. File. Ordering. Less. Incline. Too small. You can make a function that only write tree file as files have a trait called write that defines the method like write byte. You can make a function that only cares about its write trait, write trait instead of asking for a file. And pass anything in that implements it. So RNG is a trait that allows you to change the generator logic if you implement that trait. Kind of like classes but without all the issues. Oh, and it's like an instant? And you can modify it to customize it just like a class. That way you can write bytes to a buffer in one case or write them into a file in another without re-implementing that function. So you can customize those to do what you want. Oh. Oh. It's like the universe opens a door for me. Dang. Well, we can override a lot of things. our own traits. Cyan gameplay? There's so many stuff in Rust. So many stuff! Ah! Equal. Incline. Oh. Buckles. Buying. Ben. Ew, wing. What does this do? It compares the secret number if it's less. The compare will probably return a ordering type. You call it type, and then we match this. They're Marcos. Oh, we need to add another use. Use STD ordering. I can't imagine. We need to write so much for comparison. I forgot them first. I was just being like, oh no, we got to ban. Gotta ban it. The ordering type is another enum and has variance less, greater, and equal. These are three outcomes that are possible when you compare two values. Does it have less equal, less than equal? I'm just wondering because less. It doesn't have less equal. Sucks. How much easier to use? We'll see. We'll see. Let me try to grasp its amazingness. The comp compares the two values. It takes a reference to whatever you want to compare with. It's comparing guess to the secret number. It returns a variant of ordering enum we brought into scope with the use statement. We use a match expression to decide what to do based on which variant of ordering was returned from the comp. A match expression is made up of arms. What? So does it have like 3 arms right now? I can get like 3 hats and 6 arms? What is an arm? So for less equal, you have to do ordering less or ordering equal. That's so low! I miss Python. Somebody is going to dig up a hole and bury me. But I guess it'll be really quickly written with the help of IDE. It's not too hard. Ah, thank you, Warrior-san. Nato. Please rest early. Okay, Rust take value given to match and look through each arm's pattern in turn. Patterns and the match construct are powerful Rust features that let you express a variety of situations code might encounter and make sure you handle them all. These features will be covered in detail in Chapter 6 and Chapter 18 respectively. You can chain patterns, sort of like that, using AND statements. Thank you, Aya-san. Have a good night. So that's the logic is pretty straightforward. Let's skip that. But it won't compile. Nonde? Because it expects string from the integer. So if we do cargo build now, it won't compile. Save. I have to save. I was like, no. Look like my problem is, or this is a number. We should turn it into a string. Or wait, we should turn gas into an integer. A few of Rust number types can have value between 100, I32, a 32-bit integer, U32, and unsigned 32-bit integer, I64, a 64-bit number, as well as others. Unless otherwise specified, Rust defaults to an I32, which is the type of secret number, unless you add type information elsewhere that would cause Rust to infer a different numerical type. Okay? So how do we convert it? Convert the input into a number. What is this? What? It has some hidden code. Oh. So here it converts gas into a number. That gas, U32, unsigned 32-bit integer, guess.trim the parse expect please type a number. So right here, will you make a sequel after this? I feel I should finish the entire book. Just like this. Just step by step. Do a Rust series. Learn Rust with an anime girl. You feel better if you see me make dumb mistakes. They all grow from somewhere. Okay, so we want gas to be a U34, 32, unsigned 32-bit integer, and yes, trim it. Oh, so I guess it's getting rid of the space, and we parse it and expect please type an integer. What the cat doing? Cat doing Rust, bro. Hello, Black Sun 388. You're not late. We're just over Hello World. You're not late. So let's see the explanation. We can shadow the previous value of gas with a new one. So basically overwrite it, and gas is mutable, so it's okay if we change its type. Is that what happens? We use the gas variable name. Well, you use the gas variable name. To bind this variable to the expression, trim and parse. The trim on a string will eliminate white space at the beginning and end, which is nice. And then, oh, it adds a new line character to the string, so the trim helps remove it. And the parse the string into some kind of number. I don't like the naming of it. You can do like parse int. Ah, so this column tells Rust what type we want to do. So we can also parse a number to a string by putting a string here. Is it? What? Parse automatically infers you want to parse into a U32. Then how do you parse a number to string? Oh, there's a toString method in integer. Okay. So parse is specifically for string to number. Parse the string slice into another type. Oh, so it has to take a string then. Okay. What? What are you talking about? Super sexy, big boing boing. Woppa neko mimi o nechan. Don't play role play receiver with myself. What are you talking about? No. And I don't get drunk? Okay. I guess this will make the whole thing functional. Okay, now we make the two things into numbers. We can compare them. Parse only work on characters that can logically convert into numbers. The parse returns the result, so we can expect it. Okay, so it should be working. Let's guess the number. Let's guess the number. I'll go wrong. Nani? Oh, I didn't save it. Help! Add a column. I forgot to semicolon. Yappe. Okay. It tells me what to do. I like this compiler. It's not playing puzzles. Okay. Tell me, baby, is it working? It is. It's too small. It tells me the secret number. I'm so close. It's from 0 to 100. The number is 6 and 5. I'm 5. I want multiple dances with looping. Black one. While it does have a while, right? Let's see. What? It doesn't have a while? It doesn't have a while keyword, it just loop. It's an infinite loop? It allows you to... It's a while true right here. The white cat might drop out. It's okay. It got a big base. What? You can just use loop? This is your while true. It will never stop this program. Oi, Well, keywords are lame. Why? Okay. Save. Okay. The secret number is 27. So 26 is too small. 28. 28 is a bug. 28 is a bug! Why? I panicked. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Isn't 28 a number? Parse in arrow invalid digit. What did I type into it? What? Secret number is 29. How do I recreate? Did I probably accidentally typed something. Yeah, I added space so it panicked. But it trim! It's supposed to trim it! It's supposed to trim it. It shouldn't give me an arrow. What the heck? Yeah, this project is going to go really long. 它运行一个猜数字的游戏，猜了之后，它会告诉你这个数是比正确的数要大还是小还是。Let me go to the funny case. Yeah, I won. But why did I break it? Like, if I do 86 with a space? This is an inconsistent arrow. What does trim do? Eliminate any white space at the beginning and end. It looks like it's the second gas. It's the second gas that just dies. Is it every time second gas? Is it? Yeah, it won't let me guess a second time. Why is that? Ale? Instead I'll expect type. What could the pass fail? Oh. Do I have to initialize it every time? I don't see any difference in putting it here. Guess what? It's probably gonna solve it. It does solve it. I put the loop in the wrong place. I need to put it... I need to reinitialize it every time. What happens if I don't initialize it every time? You read line and put it into guess and couldn't parse it. I wanna see. I wanna print line. Let me put it here. I already found where it was having problem. I was putting a loop here without clicking it, initializing it every time. So what would the guess be if I among slow. Looks like it does need to be cleared every time. Yes, would this work? Handling invalid input. Okay, I'm back. How is it clear? Okay, the clear worked. It does need to be cleared every time. Nice. Indent. Okay. And now, add more arrow handling. Here, instead of using expect to break the program, okay. When okay, we return. Now we need to use match. When okay, we return a num arrow. We continue. When arrow, we continue. Ignore the arrow. We switch from an expect call to a match expression to move from crashing on an arrow to handle the arrow. Remember, the parse returns a result, and result is an enum that has the variants OK and arrow. We are using match expression as we did in ordering result of comp method. If parse is able to successfully turn the string into a number, it will return an OK value that contains the result number. The OK value will match the first arm pattern, and the max expression will return the num value that parse introduced and put inside the OK. Okay, if it's not able to return the string into a number, it will return an arrow value that contains more information about the arrow. The underscore is a catch-all value. In this example, we are saying we want to match all arrow values no matter what information they have inside them. So you will continue. Oh, not everything should work. 5 is too big, or 3 is too... Oh, 3 is win. Yay! It's working! Why not click? When you take off the secret number. Nah, I would like to have it. Yay! We're done with chapter 2. We learn about that. We declare a variable. We learn match. We learn functions, the use of external crates, and more. In the next few chapters, you'll learn about this concept in more detail. Chapter 3 covers concepts that most programming languages have, such as variables, data type, and functions, and show how to use them in Rust. Chapter 4 explores ownership and features that makes Rust different from other languages. Chapter 5 discusses structs and method, and Chapter 6 explains how enums work. Mysterious K, welcome! It's coding time! We finished 2 chapters. Common coding concept. We can just skim through it. I guess it's common. Variables, basic types, function, comments, and control flow. Variables and mutability. By default, variables are immutable. That's one of the many nudges Rust gives you to write your code in a way that takes advantage of the safety and easy concurrency that Rust offers. However, you still have the option to make your variables mutable. Let's explore how and why Rust encourages you to favor immutability and why sometimes you might want to opt out. When a variable is immutable, once a value is bound to a name, you can change that value. To illustrate this, let's generate a new project called variables in your project's directory by copying new variables. I remember this. Really quick. New variable. Oh, I generated inside the game. This is not how you should do this. Let me move it out. Nice, right. Variables. I go to source. I don't need to go to source. No. Oh, I was like, why is it hello or yeah? Oh yeah. So let's do this really quick. Let x equals to 5. Print line 1. The value x is x, and let x equals to 6. It's gonna give us an arrow, surprisingly, which I don't think it happens in Python. So if we run this, it's gonna give us an arrow. What? It didn't give us an arrow? Oh, because I used that. So directly assign it, it will give us an arrow saying we cannot change an existing, cannot assign twice to immutable variables. The immutable variable we cannot assign twice. But I just discovered a big secret. If I declare this again, it's gonna forget the first one. It's gonna forget the first one. This example shows how the compiler helps you to find errors in your programs. Compiler errors can be frustrating, but really, they only mean your program isn't safely doing what you want to do yet. Experienced Rustaceans still get compiler errors. That's so comforting. Rust allows you to shadow variables with left. So we shadow this variable. That's why this works. Okay. When that happened, I was like, dang, did I do something wrong? And oh, it's shadow. Shadow. Mutability can be very useful and can make code more convenient to write. Variables are immutable only by default, and as you did in chapter 2, you can make them mutable. So we can do this, mute, and boom. This should work. Hey, this works because we make it mutable. There are multiple trade-offs to consider in addition to prevention of bugs. For example, in cases where you are using large data structure, mutating an instance in place may be faster than copying and returning a newly allocated instance. With smaller data structure, creating new instances and writing in a more functional programming style may be easier to sync. The lower performance might be worthwhile penalty for gaining that clarity. So even if it's immutable, you can just redeclare the same variable with a different value. So even if it's mutable, even if it's immutable, we can still redeclare it. And of course, when it's mutable, I believe we can redeclare it too. Like, would this work? Like, suddenly make it unimmutable? Immutable boy. This also work, but doesn't have much meaning. So if I say this shouldn't come out. Have the good night. Okay, that's immutable and mutable. Shadowing is when a variable within a range has a name when altering. So, shadowing wouldn't write the first variable? Wouldn't overwrite the first. How does shadowing work? I actually didn't heard of the shadowing term. Maybe I've been using it. It's within a certain scope. Has the same name. So for Python, alter x equals to 0, x equals to 2, print inner, x prints 2, print outer. Oh, it's about scope. Okay. Okay. わかった。Constants are values that are bound to name and not allowed to change, but there are few differences between constants and variables. The constants cannot be mute. Constants aren't just immutable by default, they are always immutable. It does use all cap letter for constants. Scope. Those file objects automatically close when they exit scope. You can put file variables in a scope flag to autocall. Oh. So it doesn't need to have like after close. Tomato. Beautiful constant. And it's valid for the entire time program run. Ah, shadowing is right here. Oh my god. So here, x equals to 5, x equals to x still plus 1 gives x equals to 6. And now x equals to 12, but here x is still 6. Because it's about scope. What's in the scope stays in the scope. For the constant. For the constants or the variables? The variables. There are special traits like drop that allow you to determine what a struct does when it goes out of scope. Special traits like drop that allows you to determine what a struct does when it goes out of scope. You can make a struct that prints something when it leaves scope. I would like to see later how all the scopes kind of it goes into this scope and leaves this other scope. That'd be cool. I think I'm right. Shadowing is different from marking variable as bool, because we'll get a compile time error if we accidentally try to reassign to this variable without using the lat key. But by using let, we can perform a few transformations on a value, but have a variable be immutable after those transformations has been completed. So it's just like the two-let situation. The other difference between mute and shadowing is that because we're effectively creating a new variable when we use the let keyword again, we can change the type of the value but reuse the same name. We can change the type of the variable. That's neat. I like the downlens function. This one doesn't work. Because we are not allowed to mutate a variable's type, but we can use toLet. We can use shadowing instead of mutate to make it better. Yay! More data types. Let's go. Every value in Rust is of a certain data type, which tells Rust what kind of data is being specified, so it knows how to work with that data. We'll look at two data types, subsets, scalar and compound. Scalar and compound. So there are two data types. Rust is a statically typed language, which means that it must know the type of all variables at compile time. The compiler can usually infer what type we want to use based on the value and how we use it. In cases where many types are possible, such as when we converted a string to a numeric type using parse, we must add a type annotation. So Rust is statically typed, not dynamically typed. So you must know, you must have a fixed type when we declare, when we declare something by the compile type. Because all variables are deallocated when they go out of scope, you need to put them in a container. You'll need them after. Container. Container. We can bring out the variables by putting them into a container. Yeah? Gathering is creating a new variable with the same name that can change the type and value. Nice summary. Nice summary. Okay, here we did this. We tell the type. We parse it. If we don't add the type annotation, Rust will complain. Type annotation needed. Hey, scatter type represents a single value. Rust has 4 primary scatter types: integer, floating point, numbers, booleans, and characters. Find unsigned integers. So many of them. What is an arch? Where is this an arch? Hexamal, not hexamal, decimal, hex, octal, binary, byte. Yeah, integer overflow. It will cause a program to panic if integer overflows. But with the release flag, it will perform choose complement wrapping. Values greater than maximum value can hold wrap around to minimum of the values the type can hold. So you wrap around. Interesting. Floating point types. Rust also has 2 primitive types for floating point numbers, which are numbers with decimal points. Rust floating points are F32 and F46, which are 32 bits and 46 and 64 bits in size. The default type is F64 because a modern CPU is roughly the same speed as excuse me. The default type is F64 because a modern CPU is roughly the same speed as F32. All floating point types are signed. Here's an example that shows the floating point number. Okay. Oh, floating points. Yay! Operations. We all like it. Modulus. Boolean, true and false. Thank you, Adam. Character type. What? We can put emoji in your code apparently. Characters. Yay! Compound type. We have tuples. I love tuples. But you have to declare the type. That's a little annoying. Oh wait, you don't have to. You don't have to. can destructure it. That's handy. Oh wait, sneeze are only for members too. Sorry. Bear. A bear. I sneeze brain bear. What is X.0? 何をあれ 500. What? This is how you do index? This is how you do index? Why? Why? Why don't you use that bracket? This is unhumane. I've never seen how people do index like this. Just stop lysine cause sneezes. And to drink some water. Does it have dark theme? I do want dark theme. It doesn't. Oh wait, does it? It does have dark theme. Oh Cyan. Oh Cyan. Are you? Why have I been using? Okay, for this stream I'll just use light theme. Yep it. I'll drink water. Thank you, Yume-chan. There's a distinction between array index and tuple index. There is. Let's see. I was so surprised with that dot. So surprised with that dot. So array. 何をあれ? Tuples are different than arrays. What is this? Number of elements in array? You don't have to, right? I think you don't have to. Oh, array use brackets, okay. Oh, that's good. What is this? Oh, this is 5-3. 5 of 3s. Okay. Oh, this is comforting. I like this. Implement brackets for tuples. Should have that. Invalid array element access. Boom! We have this. Please enter an array index. Let's write it. What is this? Is this a... Does it give the number, the value of the index at position? Okay. So we first initialize the array 1, 4, 5 down, and then string line. Please enter in. Go to raw stock side. Where? STD tuples? Here? tuples are finite. Right, where is it? Trait implementation. Are those all the same? What are those? 1 through 9. 1 through 9? They implement trait for each tuple size. Oh. Oh, what is this? How are they supposed to do it? Oh, so many. Copy and paste. Really? They really just... No. No. Interesting. That felt like some code that I might write. Okay, continue. That mute index. Read the ink. Read the line. So here we are reading the ink as view size equals to x dot trim dot parse dot vect. Index that element equals to 8 x line a value of element x index element. Okay, can we do this in one pass? Make wrong. What am I doing? I'll go wrong. I'll go down. Oh, let's see my columns. Fight me. Oh. But I think it's... What is it doing? Just keep going up. Did I put an ups? What just happened? Confused. I think I accidentally pressed the up button and you just registered that press. Anyways, this is creepy. How? It registered the up stroke. Why? Why are there so many accidents with when I code? This is so funny. It registered my up arrow. I'm so sad, but okay. Element? Is element? Come on. Wait. Okay, I think this is a Windows problem. That's even worse. Windows is stuck on my up arrow. How did I solve it? Keyboard stuck. How did I even Google it? Keep pressing a button. Do I refresh my keyboard? Why does my PC sometimes think I'm constantly pressing the control button? Sticky key. If you're on Windows 7, fixed. It's not fixed. Dang it. Oh, it's making my chat go up. I cannot. Oh. Daily life of a coding VTuber. It's making my sound going up too. What do I do? What do I do? This is not fun. This is not fun. Unplug the keyboard. Sounds like a last resort. Fuck. Okay, it's good now. Okay, it's good now. It's good now. It's good now. Always restart your device. Okay. Oh. Adjusting. 919 element element cargo run. Oh, cargo, enter an index 3. Yeah, it's working. It's working after all the struggle. The computer is staging a rebellion after I never closed it for a few months. Never turn it off. Do you just turn off your computer? I had this issue before and I forgot what I did. Unplug your keyboard. Oh, Regal. Oh, Regal. Anyways, that was fun. Where am I? I think I'm almost over. Compound. 2 arrays. Accessing arrays. What? This is not supposed to work. This little trouble. It says the code should panic. Why didn't my code panic? It's supposed to panic. Oh, the code will panic if I give it a big number. I give it a big index, it will panic. This index out of bounds. Rust will check that index. And Rust will panic. And this has to be happening in the runtime because nobody knows what the user will enter. It exits immediately. Functions. Use another function. Go wrong. Parameters. This is how you put parameters. Define type. Print labeled measurement. 5H. Print labeled measurement. This is a 5, this is the H, and it prints the measurement. The tuple code was generated using a macro. Luca! It's being generated. You guys turn off main PC every day. I should do that too. Like my Steam friends see my game like run entire day and they like panic. Go wrong. Statements and expression. I think we know it. Wait, why does this one not work? When I run it, we get this. Expect the expression from statement let. Oh, because it's a statement. The let doesn't return a value, so there isn't anything for x to bind to. This is different from what happens in other languages such as C and Ruby. In other language, we can write x equals to y equals to 6 and have both and x and y have value 6, but Rust does not like it. How about this? What? You can even do this? You can let a variable equals to a block of code? That is so cool. Thank you, Adam, for watching. Good night. Have a good day. Wait, have a good dream. This block evaluates to 4. Wait, what? Wait, I'm confused. I want to try it. let y equals to let x equals to 3. I was thinking y would be a bunch of code, but apparently that's not the case. Apparently, that doesn't seem like the case. Okay, let's run this cargo run. Yeah, the value of y is 4. It's not a bunch of code. It is the value of x. Global value O. I won't be able to access the value of x. It's gonna say, I don't know x. X was in another scope. Yes. Functions with return values. What is this? Does this return 5? It does. What? What? How? We declare their type after an arrow. We don't name the return values, but we do declare their type. The return value of the function is synonymous with the value of final expression in the block of body of a function. We can return early from a function by using the return keyword and specify a value, but most functions return the last expression implicitly. So this returns a 5. Print is a macro that generate code in place. They let you do things like compile time to save processing power when you run it. Oh, so print do things at the compile time. Cool. There's a Rust macro that lets you write inline Python code. What? That's so cool. That's so cool. This is the output. This one. Wait, this one doesn't work? Why? Why doesn't this one work? It returns x plus 1. Implicitly returns what? Oh, we can't have the semicolon column? The statement doesn't evaluate to a value which is expressed by this unit type, therefore nothing's returned. So we cannot write semicolon on the return. Oh, comment. Does it have the block comment? I think it does. Statement without a semicolon is an implicit return. Oh, soka. That's why it doesn't have a semicolon. That's pretty neat. You don't need to write the return. And if statement neat doesn't have the parentheses. Neat. compiler tell me the right message. This is magic. I wish GCC is that good. This will get an arrow. But this isn't like Python. If has to get a boolean, I have to do something like this. If, else, if, and else. Oh, and you can use this twice. If condition result 1, else result 2. Oh, whoa, this is return. Nice. Press compiler is good. I see how good it is. I admire it. So good. Number variable will be bound to a value based on the outcome of the if expression. So this will show 5. Evaluate. Okay, what's wrong with this? Little crab? That condition equals to 2. That number equals to if condition 5, else 6. It probably doesn't like the thing have different types. If and else needs to have the same type. Incompatible types. Repetition with loops. We have a loop, while, and for. Infinite loop. Yay! Oh, and you can have break keyword. And we can use continue to skip. Wait, what? In Python, if it has to return boolean true false as well? I thought in Python you can just if an integer, and if integer isn't equal to 0, you can. It's like true. I mean, like Python, it doesn't need to have a boolean after if. Nested loops. Break. Let me actually read it. Oh, it's a count. Counting up. Is that the name of the loop? This looks so scary. This doesn't look so scary. It's okay. I just like while and for a bit more. That's code. Remaining equals to 9 break, if count equals to 2, break count up. Break count up. What? It doesn't have the closing quote. Wait, what? Huh? What is this? It doesn't need to have the close quote? No. No, don't worry. My brain is currently frozen too. What is this code doing? Let mute equals to 0. Counting up. Is this how you name your loop? String line. Count post. Count. Set mute. Remaining. Post 10. It's a go-to statement but tells you where to go to when you break. Oh, what? Can you skip a lot of loop? Or just you can only go to the one after loop? You really need to write next to I feel so too. It doesn't feel very practical. You know what? I'll just copy it over. Since it's not really used a lot. Oops. You copy the entire thing. There are 2 loops, so we need to state where to break to. So if I run this, count equals to 0, remaining equals to 10, and inside this loop, remaining equals to 10, prints out that and -1, and then when it's 9, it break. Count plus 1, count plus 2, and then it breaks to counting up. Break counting up. And income will be 2. That's what it is. Oh, income will be 2. Every time remaining will be time. Oh, okay. And it breaks to... It breaks... Break that one. Break this loop. Oh. How about this example? There it adds the counter to 1, and counter equals to 10. It breaks counter times 2. Usually you can refactor to a better flow. That would be nice. I don't like loop nested together. Result. How will result equals? So we assign the freaking counter times 2 to the result, which is 20. How will we need that? Anyways. There's also a crate that lets you write inline Rust code. Why? Equality between all languages. Okay, while loop, finally. We love while loop. What is left off? What is that? Looping through a condition. Left off. Okay. We're done with chapter 3. I think my brain is gonna explode after this. So I'll stop right here. In chapter 3, we learned variables, scalar and compound data types, functions, comments, if, and loops. We learned not too much, but we can write basic Rust programs, and we found out many perks of using Rust, such as its speed, its amazing compiler that tells you where exactly you're missing, immutable and mutable, statically typed, and what else? What else do you love about Rust besides the crab? I like the crab the most. Not so much about the loop, but I do like the match. I can't wait to learn more. I'll learn more next time. I don't know when. I want to. Maybe next time I need to read this before I come to the stream so I know more about Rust's unique feature. Master Rust one day. So we let you write Rust in your Rust so you can code while you code. What the heck is that? That's a crate. That's an interesting crate. Alright, thank you guys for teaching me so much. We learned a lot today. And next stream is gonna be on Twitch. I will be playing also, so don't forget to join my Discord server, which is cyanyan.com/discord, and Twitch at cyanyan.com/twitch. And on Friday, I'll be playing TIS 100, which is a assembly game. Super duper fun like this one. So if you like this one, don't forget to join the next one. Please subscribe me if you like the content like this. And see you next time. Bye bye. Thank you, new reference. Match and tag enums are great, and of course the borrow checker is what everyone talks about. I'll learn you next time. Thank you. Smackers, thank you. See you next time. Meow. Thank you, Badger. Thank you, underscore. You're amazing. Thank you, Black Song 388. Thank you, Aki Hakune. 167 on track file. I'm sorry. I didn't comment them. Mimi. Bye, Christopher. Bye bye, everybody. You wanna be catching up? Bye bye.